Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.
Hey there, YouTuber. Today I'm reviewing Just For Sidekicks. As the name implies, it's a three-ring circus of bit players and side characters, with Spike as Master of Ceremonies. Which makes the title somewhat inaccurate because, token male though he may be, Spike's on the show enough to be considered a main character. But I digress. The episode starts with Princess Miamore Cadenza summoning the main six to the Crystal Empire to welcome the head of the Equestria Games, minus Spike, who was not invited. You know, because he's never done anything for the Crystal Empire.
Somebody call Scooby and the gang. I smell a changeling.
Anyway, Spike is making a cake out of precious gems to frustrate anyone trying to understand how the economy of Equestria actually works, and because he's hungry. But like a dumbass, he ate them all before putting them into the batter. But when Fluttershy offers him an emerald that would be worth at least 500k here on Earth for doing a little rabbit sitting, he realizes that he has 5 other friends with critter companions. So before you know it, Spike opens up his own animal daycare service, and is soon in possession of 6 shiny new gemstones. And all he has to do is get rid of his new friends, and then it's cake time. Throughout the course of the day, Spike has to spend most of his loot trying to get rid of, cover up, or retrieve the pets, in a journey that will take him and the Cutie Mark Crusaders to the Crystal Empire and back. Along the way, Spike learns that doing something just because there's a reward is no way to live. Not that Gordon Gekko would agree.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
In terms of character development, this episode feels a little redundant. I mean, it seems really similar to Secret of My Excess.
Technically, since he's eating the gemstones, he's experiencing gluttony, not greed.
Once again, pal, you are technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
My point is, this character development feels a bit well-traveled. Now it's time for pros versus cons. This episode has something very interesting about it. The events in Just For Sidekicks seem to be running parallel to what will happen next week on Games Ponies Play. It's a really cool setup for an episode. This episode doesn't have much action, but you know what it does have?
You mean shenanigans?
That's right. And if there's one thing Friendship is Magic knows, it's how to be both cute and awesome. But if there's another thing Friendship is Magic knows, it's...
You mean shenanigans?
Damn straight. And funny shenanigans they are too. Lastly, this episode has a cameo by one of the coolest supporting characters, Zecora. There may be a dozen contenders for who's best pony, but Zecora is best zebra hands down. Now for the things that are not so nice. Some of the characterization seems a bit off, in addition to the redundant lesson learned by Spike. Just watch this scene, for example.
I think the dragon was expecting a little something for his efforts.
The element of generosity, everybody. Do you remember how Spike got that baby phoenix at the end of Dragon Quest? Well, in this episode, they fill us in on what happened to him in a photo montage. Nice retcon, guys. Well, I guess it's better than forgetting about him entirely. Poor Pee-wee. Next, do you remember how I said the Cutie Mark Crusaders are getting less annoying? Well, I was wrong. The willful insults to common sense continue. But the all-time champ of getting on my nerves in this episode has got to be Angel. What a little brat. Where's Elmer Fudd when you need him? I'm in the mood for some wabbit stew. Just For Sidekicks gets 3 out of 5.
That's all, folks.